Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to a new campaign we're starting. We're going to be playing as the Russians, playing with the Observation Corps, and for this campaign, I have it in mind that I want to be playing mostly defensive. I'm thinking I'm going to try to aim for 2 brigades of line infantry, 2 brigades of artillery, and then our 5th brigade will be probably some sort of melee brigade. I'm a little undecided as to whether to go with grenadiers or to go with heavy cavalry. I'm probably not going to do Cossacks. Um, Probably going to stick to either grenadiers or heavy cavalry. Um, so we'll see. It might just depend on how this campaign plays out, and um, I don't know. Even the 2 artillery brigades is negotiable. Negotiable. I do want to have at least 1.5 artillery brigades. I don't know if I need 2 full brigades. I think it'd be fun just to have a ton of artillery, but um, we'll see. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Let's hit continue, and then let's see, what have we got? Let's go with Marshal. Let's turn off historical enemies, turn on Iron Man. Let's continue. Cool. We've got our save going. And then for... Oh, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I kind of like that. Go. Oh, but capturing forts is rough, especially in the early game. Ooh, maybe not actually. Maybe if I can like re-roll and get this, but with a different objective, that would be good. I do like this. Villager is good. Nope, don't want to capture forts. Blitz isn't bad. Man, do I want to go for Pillager? We probably will. I mean, I think we will end up looting a lot of towns, so this is probably a good pick, and we'll get more loot from battles. So, and the Preobrazhensky are pretty good. They they're gonna act as a really good line unit. So, yeah, we can go ahead and do this one. Let's I'm just really trying to think if this is what I want to go for. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be really early in the campaign, so it's going to be useful. Whereas later in the campaign, it becomes less and less useful because you're getting, right, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, in Act 3, I might only fight 8 battles, and then I'm only getting, like, 16 extra loot from this, whereas if I get this towards the middle or end of Act 1, I'm getting 2 loot through the rest of Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, so let's go ahead and do that. It looks like we're going to be fighting the British and the Prussians. The Prussians I'm not so worried about. The British can be challenging if we run into a bunch of their dragoons. So, something to keep an eye out for. And as much as possible, we're going to be trying to get observation musketeers to function as our line infantry, because the Russian infantry are not very good. The classic Russian infantry, I should say, are not very good. Yeah, that's really good accuracy, okay reload, good morale. And the artillery is, of course, exceptional. So any, like, normal Russian units that we end up with, I'm going to turn them into either grenadiers or cavalry. We'll do one of the two with them. And we're going to need to really utilize cover well, because that is like our army composition's doctrine, is that they use coverness, or they have really good cover effectiveness. but they take extra fire damage. So if you're not in cover, you're going to be taking more damage than normal. But if you're in cover, you should be fine. Cheap artillery, interesting. I'm just taking a look at the map real quick, trying to plot out where I want to go. Looks like there's... Okay. It's gonna be tricky. We'll see. What do we need? Probably food. Like food is what we need the most of at the moment. Okay, some British provincial cavalry, some redcoat recruits. We are going to need we're gonna need another recruit unit pretty quickly, or else we're gonna get overwhelmed by patrols. Definitely don't want that to happen. Okay, we're all set up now, and we're going to get our guys in position. They're coming at us with two redcoat recruits and two provincial cavalry units. We're going to take up position in this town. I'm going to try to leave a little window here for the artillery to load up with canister. Yeah, let's slide our guys over a little bit more. Let's get these guys unlimbered. Get the general up here. Let them take their shot. Don't really do too much. Switch over to canister. I know that our guys sit still so that they will deploy their stakes. What did they shoot at? What? I'm gonna send our guys over here to help out, just because we shouldn't lose to these provincial cavalry, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Let's go in and help. The general got... Oops. The general got pretty messed up in that volley. Okay, let's switch back to round shot. Get ready for this cavalry. Yeah, let's go ahead and speed things up a little bit. Hold your fire. That cavalry is going to be here. Okay, that was good. Let's go ahead and bring these guys forward now. They'll win that melee. Back to volley fire, then hold your fire, or sorry, I mean, yeah, volley fire, then hold your fire. Yeah, try to pick off that provincial cavalry a little bit. Let's finish up this melee. Okay, they're done for. Switch back to volley fire. Maybe I'll have these guys hold fire for a minute. Once they finish reloading, they can regenerate some stamina. Because they're taking a dip to their accuracy due to being tired. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. And now they can open up fire. Try and knock out these recruits. And let's get things sped up since we just need to get rid of these guys and we'll be done here. We really need better muskets than Tula's. Okay, so manpower losses weren't too bad. But this is gonna be a slow affair until we get some more units. Cannon, nice. Okay, let's go ahead and take the money and ammunition. And let's get our guys some good stuff there. Let's make sure they're taking less fire damage. You guys can have a cross so your morale's a little better. And then I think I'll head south and do these 2 encounters and then come over here to Pilton. I get an excellent greatcoat out of this, which isn't too bad. We'll see. We'll see if I that greatcoat on them right now or not. Let's commit some reservists. Okay, that worked out. Although these are weapons that we can't really use at the moment. Well, we can put the Yunshopings on. The range will be a little bit shorter. The Reload will be a little bit longer, but our accuracy is going to be better. I wish I could put these Dragoon swords on here and just give them something better. Let's come over here to Pilton. There's a troll right there. Let's see what they've got here. They do have observation battalion artillery, but they're not that cheap for this stage of the game. I could get some surf recruits to... Okay. I was curious, I haven't messed around with these converged units at all, so I was wondering if the stats would be better than their previous upgrade, and they are. They are better. This guy's better at shooting, has got a better charge, and same with the Grenadiers. They've got better charge and better morale and a ton more units. Okay, interesting. All right. In any case, I think we go with the observation recruits simply because I think it's going to be a lot easier to find Russian units than it is going to be observation recruits. Let's get them equipped with some Tulas. Maybe I'll give you the great coat, and then you can have these entrenching tools. And then I want to fight that patrol. Maybe I can work my way back, fight the patrol, come here, do this slum, do this outpost. Oh yeah, where are the outposts? So there's... Okay. So what I can do is I can come up here and then snake my way back this way and come down here and do these. And then I will have hit up 1, 2, then come over here, come down here, and then work my way back this way. Okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So let's come back and fight this patrol. Some Jaegers and a bunch of recruits. This time around, I think I'm just going to load up the Lycorns with canister. Just so that they are ready to unleash this immediately. And let's find a good spot to set up. Maybe like over here. Utilization of this hill would be really good. Or this one. Yeah, maybe we set up like a unit here, one in the woods. Yes, I think that makes sense. And I forgot that I'm supposed to pause while I'm doing all this. So you guys will just see what I'm thinking this time. Here, let's put our observation recruits on this side, and then our musketeers over here. And we'll put the artillery on the hill here. Let's get right up on the edge of this hill, then get them unlimbered. Let's hold fire. want these guys to get in. Well, actually, let's take advantage while they're in the open. Shoot them. Okay, good trade. Good trade, I'll happily take that. Here, let's have the general come over here. I think they're gonna need the help. And let's come back a little bit more. And let the artillery open up on them. Here, let's get these guys in closer. And between the artillery and the recruits, we should be able to knock these guys out. Yeah, let's speed things up. Switch over to round shot, since we're chewing through ammunition. Okay, I thought we would do a little bit more than that. I was questioning whether canister was really that effective here, but yeah, canister was doing a little better. I'm gonna let these guys take a shot and then probably put them into column and charge into these Jaegers. How are we doing on ammunition? Maybe one or two more volleys. Swing our observation recruits around this way. And this volley should break them once they get in line. Okay. But once again, manpower loss is not too terrible. Let's go with the money and ammunition. We will need to buy some reserves. and let's give you these Tompions. You can have an ammo box and this. All these things we'll save for now. Let's come visit this slum real quick. I could spend a lot of money to see all the encounters. Sure, let's do that. Find out where all the encounters are. Okay. Let's come down over here to Pilton. Buy up a little bit of manpower. And maybe a little bit of ammunition as well. And then we can proceed over here along the northern path. Let's definitely delay the HQ as much as we can. I'll need to buy some more reservists at some point, but this will be a good spot for that. Oh, this is an even better spot. Although I don't necessarily want to sell things because I'll get an even better, get more bang for my buck selling here. There is a patrol coming up. They are a little on the larger side of things, so kind of scary, but maybe I can raid this town for a day or two, and then they'll come up and attack me. It's kind of not worth it though, right? At this point, because I have such a small army. Maybe I should just come up and attack them. Okay, lots of Frycore units. Mostly recruits. Yes, mostly recruits. Oh no, this is a musketeer, mostly musketeers. And they've got their artillery. This might be a little bit of a tough battle, but I'm hoping we'll be okay. As long as we stick our guys in some good cover, I have faith. Okay, this is going to be a challenging battle, so we're going to be taking our units and putting them in the town here. I'm hoping to have one musketeer unit down here, one musketeer unit over here. The recruits I'll find a place for, and then we're going to have our Lycorns here in the middle, loaded up with canister, ready to just help deal as much damage as possible. Unfortunately, these are Frycore units, so they will move a little speedily, a little more speedily than I would like, but I think we'll be able to make it work. Let's try to get our guys on the road a little bit more. I'm hoping these guys will also try to form a line and that will slow their advance. Yes, it looks like that's the case. Okay, looks like their artillery's getting set up. Oh, since they have the artillery advantage, they might just play defensively, which is not to our advantage. They're not going to run out of ammunition anytime soon. Hmm. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Wonder if I can use my general to try to activate them. Okay, yes. They are coming in a little more aggressively now, which is good. You hold fire. We want them to come in as close as possible before we open up on them. And I want to make sure we have a... Okay. I think this gun can fire now. Yes, it can. So I'm gonna wait for them to wait for these units to halt, and then I will open fire. Okay, that was good. Okay, unfortunately my artillery is being targeted by them. Okay, let's see if we can cover them up. Okay. We are good now. Let's work on knocking these guys out. Okay, that was pretty decent. That's pretty decent. You guys hold fire until they get their volley off. Okay. Try to make sure that they don't come back. You guys are doing like no damage. And up here the damage is very limited. Maybe after they take their volley, I reposition. Okay. Let's do that now. And let's load you guys up with... Maybe we hold off on canister until they start running out of ammunition. What are these guys doing? About to go into melee? Pull the general back. We should outlast them. But maybe we won't. Girl's actually taking a lot of damage here. I'm gonna pull him back. I need you guys to not miss the Freikorps Musketeers that are right in front of your face, please. Okay, let's pull these guys back a little bit. I'm really surprised that my observation recruits haven't broken them yet. I might just let them fire until they run out of ammunition, and then when they try to charge me, I'll use my one volley. And these guys are going to be really ineffective until they get their stamina back up, so I'm just going to hold fire with them as well. These guys have switched over to canisters, so let's actually try to back out of that. This one's almost out of artillery or out of ammunition anyway. This one's still got some more, mostly because it's got this limber chest. At some point they've got to start regenerating their stamina, right? But maybe not. Hold your fire. Maybe I send the general over here to take them out. Assuming they don't turn and try to shoot the general. Okay, looking good. Let's hit him. There they go. Weird, maybe I should have you guys stand on the road for a minute. Will your stamina go up then? Okay, good. We're loaded here. Let's try to move forward. Okay, good. Your stamina is regenerating now. Yeah, let's try to hit these guys. Nice. Beautiful. If these guys can get reloaded in time, we should be able to knock them out. Awesome. Alright, that was a little bit more tedious than I was hoping, but we did win, so we'll take that. Let's go ahead and grab the manpower and ammunition out of that. Some nice treatises to get our guys upgrading faster. Yeah, the artillery did a lot of damage in that battle. Earned a lot of veterancy. That is gonna make them slower, but so be it. Yeah, morale damage dealt? Sure. Maybe I'll have this be our artillery brigade. And let's give... Here, what if I take those and give them to you? Or even better, you can use these shoes, the sturdy shoes, and you can have that back. And we'll sort everyone else out here in a minute. Let's come here. Buy up some manpower. Relatively cheap manpower. Speaking of cheap manpower, are there any cities with cheap units besides artillery? No, it's not really looking that way, unfortunately. Let's do one more there. Some Cossacks, serfs, provincial cavalry. Pretty standard things. Let's come check out this outpost. Come over here to Goldingen. And I might have to start raiding just because I am poor and need the money. This would be a good place to raid. Yeah, give him one of our bad cannons. Some neat stuff there. I can sell off these horseshoes, sell that. Medicinal herbs are marginally useful at the moment. So then come over here. Let's sell off a bunch of our junk, aka these things. Probably sell off some of this too. What can I buy? Observation musketeers, field hussars, Cossacks. So only the observation musketeers. That's like the only thing that I would be interested in. Maybe we... I really don't want to go back to this town. I want to keep moving forward. Maybe we raid it. Let's just see how much money that will generate for us. 40. That's pretty good, actually. Probably due to the double efficiency. Oh, nice. We got a large lumber chest out of that. Lumber chest, I should say. Not lumber chest. So let's slap that on you. The other items will get figured out as we go. Let's now... We can visit this fort on the way back, I think. So let's swing down around that swampy area. Come over here to this fort, check it out. Okay. So I could get a line infantry regiment here if I will just buy up a bunch of reservists. Which is not too much to ask for. I definitely need some more line infantry. Okay. Now let's force march on back here. And that ate a lot of food. I need to come down and around. Nice, we got some observation musketeers out of that. Let's put them in here. Let's... What do you need to upgrade? 5. So here, let's take away your... Aiders. Give you one of those. Give you one of these. And do we have anything else that's kind of lame? The greatcoats aren't... They aren't that necessary. I'll give them the shepherd's axe instead. So we can get the extra cover bonus. And you, I will give a ramrod. Then come back down here, see if we can buy a recruit unit. Russian reserves. That I could probably get if I were to sell off like its breastplate and the crosses. So then I would be starting down that the grenadier line if I go for that. Which isn't the worst. And at this point I think we just really need more units. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's sell off enough things. Sorry, I keep coming back and forth. This is annoying. 675. We need 675. So let's sell off our breastplate. Let's sell off its cross pendant. Probably sell, yeah, let's sell the Dragoon Sword. We're not using it this moment. Sell those spirit rations. And let's sell medicinal herbs. Now we need just a tiny bit more. Kind of like all of these things. Maybe coffee. Maybe coffee is the one to go. And then let's get this Russian reserve unit. Oh, I had this haversack I could have sold instead of the coffee. Oh well. Who's got the full gators? You do? Here, what if we did this? Okay. And then... I did that. And actually took away your full gators for the Shepherd's Axe so that you're a little bit better in melee. And then I could buy like 1 round of food here. And maybe start raiding. Yeah. I think that's the move. What did you sell for? Okay. Now I can buy 2 things of food. And then we can raid while we wait for that, that patrol army to come back. Alright, and then we'll fight these guys. Ooh. I don't like these hussars. I don't like those at all. Okay, well I'm definitely glad that we got 2 line infantry units before we ran into these guys, because even if they hit us head on, these are gonna hurt. Here, let's open up a slot and give you those full gators. And I don't think I'm gonna leave a hole for... I don't think I'm gonna leave a hole initially for our Lycorns. I'm gonna have them positioned to hit the British foot, and then when the cavalry comes in range, hit the cavalry. And I forgot to pause again. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this might be the best spot for us to set up. Put the artillery over here, and then just have observation units here in front of them. And put... You guys are actually gonna be in reserve, like, ready to help out wherever the hussars end up going. We're gonna have these observation musketeers wait here for a bit. And then deploy. Here, maybe we... Maybe we do something like that to try to get some more cover for our units. Wow, that was a beautiful opening volley. Let's now refocus on those hussars because they are getting closer. To have our general and our reserve musketeers ready to respond. You guys bracing at all? No, not like at all. Here, can I pull you guys out? I cannot. Okay, let's try to help shatter these hussars. Okay, good. They're done for. Let's pull you guys back. These guys will recover eventually. Keep an eye on those hussars, they will return. You guys can come back up here. I know these guys are going to get shot in the rear, but that's okay. I'd rather just have them withdraw and get ready for the hussars if they, when they come back. And not the other one. Okay, we're ready to charge in. You guys will recover. Reserve musketeers, come back. You guys get back lined up on the fence. You need to help out with your morale aura. Yeah, let's try to get these guys routing, and then I can make a hole here, switch to canister, and start working these guys down. I might send them on an adventure to run them down once they route. But you guys need to back up some more. This volley should get them routing. Are these guys in melee? Not amazing. Alright, these fellas definitely not coming back. You guys are able to walk. Just walk into position. Okay, let's speed this up. This battle's pretty much over. Okay, charge in. Perfect. Definitely a bit of a bloody battle, but that's okay. Let's take the manpower restoration. Is a lot of money, but we're gonna get a lot of money when we finish raiding here. Oh nice, we got some chevaux de frise. That will be good for... Okay, so you need 5 to rank up. But that will be good for you. Sell that, sell that, sell that. Charleville's, very nice. Give you Charleville. And I'll give you that. Okay. This we'll keep for now, but it's on the chopping block. We could sell it. Let's do a little bit more raiding. Oh, nice. Gunner implements. That is really clutch. That's 100 gold that we're spending, but shaving off over almost like 2 seconds. Shaving off nearly 2 seconds. Pretty worth it, I think. Let's then come over to this encampment, check it out, and then come down here, visit these two. The next time we find a battle, that's where I'll stop this video. Okay, we found an encamped army. That's good intel. Sure, let's train up our guys a little bit. Let's come visit this battlefield real quick. Okay. So I'll hit up these two outposts and then I'll have the Preobrazhensky lifeguards. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's fork over our other cannon. We got some more stuff that we could sell off. Let's... Maybe I come over and raid this town or buy up some manpower, ammunition, and then raid it down. Yeah, let's do that. Now let's do some raiding. Let's knock it down real fast. And then be on our merry way. Why do we bought all those reservists? Now I've got some nice, good quality lifeguard here. Let's make their lives a little bit better. And maybe a canteen. Yeah, that seems appropriate. Actually, can you turn into artillery? You can, but now I don't have a cannon, so we're just going to... Oh, but I could easily buy... observation artillery units over here. I would just need to save up like $1,700, which is not an exorbitant amount of money. It's not impossible. And here is our battle for next time. Let's just come visit these slums real quick. Yeah, let's pay up for knowing where the armies are. We'll have 2 patrols to fight here. There is an encamped army up there. That'll be difficult to get to later on if I swing down here. What I think ideally I'll do is I'll fight my way over through here. Secure the last of the battlefields, work my way back up, and then we'll start taking on the encamped armies here, and if we can make it up here. But we'll just see how that goes. In the meantime, let's try to track down these patrol. Oh my gosh. I don't think I have... I don't know if I can sell off enough stuff to fight what do I need? 675 for a Russian reserve? If I were to sell off just about everything... Yeah, I can make it. I wouldn't have a whole lot to put on him, but I can do that. Okay. Yeah, let's do that then. Buy up another Russian reserve, musketeer. Give him a Tula and some coffee. You can actually be a observation fusilier now. Although you will, So you'd be going to 35, accuracy 20, reload. I'm actually going to keep you as an observation musketeer for now, because your stats are actually higher. And I think when I come back, we'll fight the field army, and then I will upgrade these two, and I'll get you upgraded, because ideally you'll have enough experience to upgrade. You're going to become a grenadier. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and stop here. Thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. As always, if you're enjoying the content, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Really appreciate your viewership, and we'll see you in the next video.